feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
The following is a presentation of the DADDgamer Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw is Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Cowboys have 10-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped immediately there. Mills on 3rd and 2. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Mills on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down throw for Mills. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They run for the first time with James Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mills. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
a little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinter blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Landry. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you can break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
A give to ETN running right. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Off the option, here's ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Landry now on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 1st down, Mills. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mills. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Mills. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And now here come the Cowboys. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne, a little juke. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. it should open up things for you.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the 10. Possession switching back to the New York Giants as the offense comes out here, Charles. Remember, they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Throwing, Mills.
On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mills now.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, right back to Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. On second down, a run with Etienne. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Yo.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Again, it's Mills.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second down, Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. The quick feet by Jackson. Look at those stick skills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for New York.
That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try and run the option left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. To throw again on second down. Jackson out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, there's the option going left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, here's Etienne. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. I guess give him credit for at least getting back to the line of scrimmage, Charles, because he could have easily lost a couple there.
He showed a lot of fight and grit on that run, and it's the type of play that coaches aren't going to wait for film session to praise. They're going to go to every position and say, that's the kind of effort we need from all of you.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he returns this to the 22. And New York set to take the field. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Mills. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Mills throw taken in by Landry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st down, Mills. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New York.
Play action now. Mills.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd down and goal. Mills. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Mills now.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
on 3rd and 1. Here's Mills. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down throw for Mills. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And his throw here's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 64 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chase Young, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mills now going to keep it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. McPherson's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory. So
Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by a field goal, 46 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there.
And that'll bring up second down.
Here's Jackson. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Jackson to throw. ETN bringing in another one. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Giants,
they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Dallas,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger crossed.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.